Alright, so here's the Wave 90 video, and before the video starts, I just want to give a huge shout out to F minus Mike. He's like the mastermind behind all this, and he's also in our game because he's helping us kill off the air units in Wave 73 and 74, which is what you're seeing right now, 71 too, but he is going to be leaving though, because it's just easier. You can't really do it in trios if you're going to have only, if someone's not going to equip a Naruto. And because he has to kill airs, he can't have Naruto. So we're doing this in duos, but he's there just to kill off the airs. So thanks a lot, F minus. But the reason why we're doing it with duos and only Naruto's is because Light just does not do the damage, especially Golden Monkey. They just don't do the damage for past wave 82 or past 81, 82, whatever. And you need like only Naruto's, and in order to do that we need a third person to kill off the airs, then leave, so that we only have Naruto's. Now, it's much easier in trios, but we don't have a trio, couldn't find a fourth person, so we're doing it in duos. But yeah, that's really it for the beginning for the airs. Alright, so for wave 81, it's pretty much the same thing as every other wave. You just kill off all the units, except there's a cloner, and in order to kill off the cloner, you need to slow Blackbeard immediately. So what I do is I put down Blackbeard. I usually I pre-place him wherever I think the cloner is gonna split, and then I set him to strongest so that it automatically goes for the first one. And then sometimes it won't get like the back ones, so I would also change the priorities, mess it around, make sure it gets first or last or whatever, just to get the ones in the back. But that's really it for wave 81. Alright, now we're going on to wave 82, and this is the most important wave of the whole run. This is the most important time stops, the most important Irwin buffs on time. As you can tell, I'm like really focused on this run when I'm Irwin buffing, is because we need to kill off, there is one unit on wave 82 we need to kill off. For this one, it's the Sound Ninja for this run, but there's this one unit that has like double the HP of the rest of the units. It is crazy. They have way more HP. So, or just the one unit. So you need to kill off that unit without using Patriot, and it's important that you don't use Patriot, and that's really the hardest part of this wave. So make sure I think what I did was I made sure my Narutos are set to strongest, so that I would only attack the Sound Ninja no matter where he was on the map. However, I don't think it's a big deal because unless your time stops are kind of off, even if it's not perfectly grouped up, Naruto's AoE is huge and it should get everybody even if it's set to first. But just to be safe, I set it to strongest. Alright, so besides wave 82, this is the most important part of the run, besides the 82. 83 and 84 and onwards. So this is actually F- Mike strat, what we did here. Basically what we did, and it's really important that you do this, because if you start auto skipping for 83, you're not going to get to 90. We already tried that. That's why we gave up. In order to get to wave 90, what we did was we skipped 83 to 84. We stopped skipping from 84 because we want to get all the units damaged a little bit until like around halfway through the map, because our problem before is that even though we got to wave 89, the skip popped up and it said too many enemies and we weren't even at the very end. So we wanted to like stall as much as we can so that when wave 89 pops up, or yeah, when the wave 89 skip pops up, we want to be at the very end of the map so that we don't have as many units on the field. It's kind of big brain. It's really confusing at first. Even I didn't get it. I was like, what the hell is F- talking about? But it's actually kind of a huge brain, and it worked. So you're going to see that like around halfway through the map-ish, that's when we start auto-skipping, because we were able to stall for that much. It actually took a lot in order to like calculate exactly where, because this is our first try doing this strat. You'll see it later on that like we start skipping at a certain point of the map, which is really important to get to wave 90. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention is that we also have to set all our Narutos to first when we start auto skipping, because we're gonna have to kill them off while we auto skip, and that's how we got to wave 90. And if you have extra cash, then just spend it all on Narutos, because you really don't need it from here on out, except the guy who has Blackbeard, because he still needs to slow down the cloners when they split up, and they will split up when you auto skip. So yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, for wave 90, that's pretty much all. There's a lot that need to be done to get to wave 90, and it took forever to figure out how to do it, but I'm just glad we were like the first ones to figure it out, and to do it in duos of all things. You know, people gave up on duos, but you know, we're still kicking. Duos is still viable. And you can see that I'm actually running around the area where we start auto skipping. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's it for me.